What's up, YouTube? Gonna give a little update on the long tube headers on the car. They're very loud, especially with the vibrant resonators that I have. I think it's really obnoxious sometimes, and then I think my neighbors hate me also. So, but thinking about some new options for upgrades for this car. Well, not really thinking. I've just started buying parts. Apparently I'm going to go single turbo rear mounted for the car. Thought about doing supercharger for a while, but the money that you get for the supercharger is a lot. I mean, but single turbo is probably the best bet, especially living out here in Georgia. We've got some long stretch of roads and do a lot of drag racing too on the track. But ultimately thinking about 6 pounds of boost. Shouldn't hurt the old 5.7, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I'll find out if there's a weak spot, because I've yet been looking for videos for a while to see what all are weak on these 5.7s, and I still haven't found anything that gives me information. Nobody's really making big power with them. I really want to see what these new Hemis can do in these cars, because the older model, the first gen, well, not really first gen, but when they first came out with the Gen 3 Hemis, the heads were real bad about dropping seats and all kinds of issues, but they got that resolved in these newer ones. And I figured a single turbo would go great on this car, because these newer engines, they love boost. Anything to force air in them, they're happy. So I figured about, said, why not go single turbo route and see what we can crank this thing out to be. I mean, if we can crank out some power out of it, I'll be happy. I mean, I'm not trying to get my hopes up with the kind of power I want to make with the car, but then again, I'm hoping I can at least get 500 to the rear tires with maybe 6 to 8 pounds of boost. Maybe far-fetched, not sure yet. I mean, it could crank out more. I could just be really highly disappointed on the dyno once I get it tuned to new with turbo and everything else that has to go with it. So, I mean, trying to figure out what injectors I need to go with. It's a mess trying to figure out all the good stuff to use while trying to use a cheap turbo for the time being to see how the car's going to react. And it's the only reason why I ain't buy a very expensive turbo. I bought an eBay turbo just to see what we can crank out, because if I blow the motor up, I'm going to have to rebuild it. So if it's salvageable, I might have to get a whole nother motor. But I mean, 20,000 miles on this engine and transmission. Hopefully I don't do that just yet after I get everything set up and running good. But I think single turbo is the best route for me. Yeah, I've always wanted a turbo, so I decided I'd go with single turbo rear mounted. It's only it's a 7066 anti-lag turbo, so it should pretty much not have any lag. It should stay spoiled up pretty well. I'm just coming in a couple of issues that I'm thinking about is after I mount it up in the rear, how I'm going to run my exhaust, and how I'm going to run the charge piping, and where I'm going to run it at up under the car, and where I'm going to set the turbo up at. I don't know where the best spot up under the back bumper really is just yet. Haven't gotten that far into trying to figure that out, because I really do not want to take these headers off and put manifolds back on it, because that's been a lot of time putting these long tubes on. So trying to avoid doing all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping for 500. If I can get 500 rear tires, I will be happy. I mean, we're all gonna push the envelope even when we start making 500s a rear tire. It's only gonna start to feel slow after so long. So I guess I'm gonna try to figure out what the limit is on the 5.7s and where the weak spots are, because I really want to know, and I want to know what this car can put out and see what the transmission can hold up on, because I don't know what they can hold. I have yet to figure this one out, and I have yet to find any videos of people blowing up the 5.7s and the 5.7 the 8-speed transmission they put with the RTs. I'm getting a rear diff brace for it just in case, because I'm putting slicks on it when I go take it to the track. I'll have slicks, so I don't want to have that issue of the diff blowing up. But I've only seen it on the Demons also. The Hellcats haven't had any issues, but of course I don't know if any of them are running a diff brace that are making power, not the ones that are just stock with a tire. I'm talking about the 1,000-1,200 range horsepower range that these Hellcats are running on slicks. I mean, in my mind, that's what I would be. I'd put a diff brace on it. So I'm thinking they are. Ultimately, I finally got the Diablo tuner in here. So yeah, it's been running good, but I haven't got it completely tuned. I got that basic white girl tune that Diablo has for a 93. You can tell that it needs to be truly tuned, but I just don't want to waste the money to tune the car and turn back around and spend even more money tuning it with a turbo. So I'm waiting to get it tuned after I get the turbo set up, which will probably be here the next month or two. I should have everything, and setting it inside and start fabbing it up, getting the exhaust ran how I want to. It's gonna probably look kind of funny because it's gonna have just one exhaust pipe coming out the back, so people are probably gonna make fun of me for that one until I realize that this isn't no joke. This is not a little baby car. It's actually gonna make some power. If it doesn't make power, I'll be boosting it more than the 6 to 8 pounds that I want to be pushing, because I'm trying to be safe with it. I don't want to go crazy with it just yet, because at the moment all I have is a motorcycle. So if I blow this thing up, I'll be riding a motorcycle in the rain, snow, and heat, and the cold, and I really don't want to. So yeah, so we're gonna try to figure all that stuff out, and hopefully it's not going to be too crazy, and it's not going to blow up on the dyno as soon as we start testing it and getting it tuned and everything. That would kind of suck. So I just have this little fun right here with that guy because it's not tuned, and all I have is a check engine light, and that doesn't do anything for me. So we're gonna try, but this is the long tubes. It's got an aggressive sound. Every time I try to go race people, everybody thinks I have a Scat Pack. Don't mind how dirty she is. It's supposed to rain today, so I did not go out and wash her like I wanted to. But still looks the same up under here. So you go looking around, and you might can see a little bit down there. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell those long tubes are there. But so far, the only mods I got done to the car is the long tubes and the full exhaust, cold air intake, a tuner and a PCM spot kit, and a 1.8 thermostat. So minus the Hellcat front bumper that people make fun of me for that one too, because you know, I like the looks of the Hellcat front bumper a lot better than the RT bumper, so I chose to go with it when I had to replace the front end. So that's, but I had a neat little character added to it. The rings are actually the same color as the car, as you can tell. But she looks pretty. She sounds good. It's loud, but you can tell it's there. You can tell it's got some extra torque and extra power. I've been playing around with some Camaros and SS Camaros and stuff, but surprisingly, I thought they were going to outrun me, but so far I haven't found one that has, that's about in the same range of as mods as mine is. Yeah, that'll be it for today's video. Hopefully the next video I'll be showing you the turbo and the intercooler, which should be in Monday. So I guess y'all be going through the whole fun with me doing the single turbo setup and all that fun stuff. I'll be keeping everybody posted. I'll keep everything posted up on YouTube so everybody can stay tuned and see how it goes, I guess, because I guess we're all going to find out what these things can actually make. And sorry about the background noise. I'm out here on the side out here, find the best spot because there were kids and everything, and people cutting the grass at the house. My neighbors cutting the grass and stuff, so I figured I'd come somewhere where it might be a little bit quieter, but there's been a little bit of traffic and it's starting to rain, so. All right, peace.